Okay, so my name is Evans Rabongo. I am the managing director for Pakamia, which is one of the betting companies in Kenya. We heard about Baha story in the social media just like everyone else, and we decided to reach out to one of the foundation company that supports responsible gaming, and through that we'll be able to support him to see a doctor, a process that will take some time. As Pakamia, we are happy to help him go through the gambling problem, and we'll support him all through until he comes out of it. We're also calling out to other betting companies in the industry to support such a cause, knowing very well that we have so many people in the country who are struggling with the gambling addiction, and as the industry we've not been very supportive to these people, yet we're required by the government that we contribute some money from our earnings towards supporting responsible gaming. Thank you.
Habari zenyu, everyone. I know all of you have seen what's going on around on social media, and one thing I want to say is betting is a disease. Most people don't look at it that way. Mimi ilinipata, and I'm so glad that I have so many guys who are willing to help me out. I just want to say thank you to Georgina Foundation and Pakamia, because they're going to help me through this, and then hopefully afterwards I can give my story and I can become like a brand ambassador for responsible betting, guys. So yeah, I just want to say thank you, and I hope all goes well.
Hello. My name is Sylvia Raiway. I'm a clinical psychologist. So when Georgina Foundation and Pakamia got in touch with me to see Robert, they wanted him to go through assessments, at least to see if there's an issue that maybe he's dealing with. And that is what we've been doing so far. I wanted to explain something. He said that betting is a problem. I want to explain the fact that there are three kind of gamblers. Let me use the word gamblers. So there is a professional one who's very okay in terms of what they do. They know what resources they can put into gambling, or they know how to do it and they know how to time themselves. And then there is a social gambler who does it for fun, where most Kenyans are. And then now we have the problem gambler, who now is an addicted gambler. That's where now the problem comes in. So what happens in this case, I'm just trying to say, not everyone who does betting has a problem, but if you do have an addiction whereby you cannot control the amount of money you put in your bets, or if you do have an issue in managing the time you spend in betting and all that, then you need to seek help. And that's what Robert is doing right now. And most of the people who have gambling addiction have underlying issues as well, underlying psychopathologies sometimes. Maybe there's depression, maybe there is bipolar, because it's an impulse control disorder. So if there is anyone that you know out there who's having a problem with like him, he or she needs to be seen by a doctor maybe at some point, and to get help that they need. And I'm very happy that I was included in this, as I help him recover through what he needs to recover through, and to be more responsible in the future. Yes.
Thank you. My name is John Kamau. I'm the founder of Georgina Foundation. It's an organization I founded after one of my friends succumbed into gaming. Actually, he committed suicide. And that's when I got a drive to start the foundation. What we've been doing, we have a website and a toll-free number. We've been receiving numerous calls. Actually, it's very overwhelming, the number of calls we are receiving with people who have problem gaming. And I call the key players in the industry and everyone else, including government agencies, to help in curbing this problem. It's becoming quite a big problem, and the issue is most of the people who are facing the issue problem gaming are not speaking out. Baha is one in thousands, and I hope those who have this issue can come out, and we hope that the key players in the industry will help in this drive as we try and make sure that gaming is taken as leisure and not as a way of making investments. So thank you, Pakamia, for supporting this initiative, and we hope other key players will come in, and ourselves will do all we can to make sure that we regulate the issue of problem gaming. Thanks.
Maybe my question goes to the doctor. Perhaps, like Baha's case, it was pointed out by another person. So perhaps maybe I'm gambling and I don't really know how that goes. And most of the people who gamble are always in denial. So how are you as an organization, how do you give it? How do you know? Because there are so many people who gamble, but they don't know. They even have they're in denial. They will tell you gambling is a good thing, but you see money going, you see them selling stuff at homesteads. How do you come out and do this?
Okay, so the first thing about maybe any addiction, let me just generalize because it's just not gambling. The best thing is if you see someone struggling, is to help them get to where they can get help. So in this case, for example, Jonica Foundation takes calls and they connect you with people like us now who are going to help you through the addiction process, right? To help you recover, because just like any other addiction, it has to be treated, and mostly it's through therapy. And if there's an underlying psychopathology, then there is a psychiatrist who can see you and give you treatment as you go through maybe cognitive behavioral therapy or any other sort of therapy that you need to go through. So the first thing is, how do we get this person to get help? Maybe calling in, assisting them to the hospital. That would be the first step. And then from there, they can connect you with me. I'm from Integrative Holistic Psychotherapy. They call me in and maybe we help you from there and we move forward in terms of you getting better. And yes, there is a bit of denial with gambling, and also that can be a process actually. So you need to be able to also communicate with the person who's gambling very effectively.
To add on what she said, I know you hadn't asked me the question, but I just want to say something. Just like I've said, I know betting is a disease. Najua mavijana wengi huku nje tunaekelea. Mavijana too, just like myself. There are certain reasons that push you to do it, maybe when it becomes now problematic. And most of the people, how to realize, unajua si kama ugonjwa ati inakusumbua, you don't realize when things, like when push comes to shove. So if you have someone who's willing to come out on your behalf and stuff, that's really, really, really helpful. Yeah.
So Baha,
Yes.
after what happened when you went to Instagram, ukasema kwamba unaanza how is it going so far na landing different?
So right now we've had one session. The session was actually mainly to understand some underlying issues that might have caused my addiction in gambling. So that is what we worked on. We realized a lot about my past, a lot about things that, and then Doc also is giving me a few things that I can do when I feel the urge to gamble. I can call her anytime. Yeah, so I feel like it's baby steps, and we're gonna get there.
Okay, and maybe I have a question for you, Baha. When did you realize that things went overboard, that you needed help?
Wow, funny thing, I didn't. That's the weird point. You don't realize yourself. Maybe ndio hata wewe mwenyewe ifike umerealize inakuwa imefika point yenye ni too far gone. So for me, I hadn't realized, but I'm glad whatever happened. It pushed me towards doing things that I wasn't really, really proud of. And yeah, so now I'm here and I'm working on myself.
Okay, it's over, but just in case. There's another one who wants one-on-one.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much, guys.
All right, it's been a pleasure, guys.
Thank you.
See you soon when I'm better.
Tulie kwanza tupige katalog.
Hizo si mnazijua. I don't need to add on to that. Yeah. Yeah, some friends are here, some left, so I'm working with what I have. We are products of our decisions, good or bad.
Thank you.